Good evening, everybody. How is everybody today? As I said in the description, I was planning on doing something a little bit more challenging this evening, but to be honest, I spent the afternoon struggling with Excel, or rather, LibreOffice's version of it, trying to remember Excel and getting frustrated and this kind of thing. So I thought I'll just do something relaxing this evening, and if people feel like joining me, that's fine. Welcome back to Journey. Hope everybody's weekend is going well. I hope life is treating you in the manner to which you would like to become accustomed. Can't remember if I've streamed this at 60 frames a second before. I recently found that I could do that quite well, so that's what I'm doing. Not sure if I'll have anything particularly interesting to say this evening. We shall see. I think I said this before, I'm having to keep an eye on my CPU temperatures over there. For such an old game. Journey is surprisingly heavy on CPUs. And because I'm running at 1440p, I've disabled anti-aliasing. Well, the first thing we want to do is switch our cape. I think I'll turn the music up a bit for me. I was about to say I've never actually seen sand dunes, and then I remembered that's not entirely true. There are sand dunes in Death Valley. Not huge ones, but I've been there. I do like that honk. If you have the Journey pack in Sky, you get to use the same one. Oh. Oh, you're not going to be helpful today? Oh, for heaven's sake. Sometimes this works. Oh, this is irritating. Here's the way it's supposed to work. You go into here, you wait till it turns red, and you come out. And there we go. You have to get the timing about right. I'm not going to do it by chapters. I'm just going to do a complete run-through. Last time it took me an hour and a half. I think I might take longer today. Wonder if I'll meet anybody today. Didn't last time. As you go down this tunnel here, you do see somebody at the end, but that's not an actual person. Yeah, you can see that seems to be a person in the distance. Don't think it is. No, they tend to do precisely that. It's same every single time. You can make the jump, you know. In fact, I've got the achievement to make the jump to the bridge without actually reconstructing it. I'll give it a bash this time. Take any advantage I can get. still have 3 achievements more to get. One of them is to find the hidden desert bloom. I honestly don't know where that is. There's another one to spend at least 20 seconds meditating with somebody. But that requires somebody else to be in the game. I might check behind the waterfalls. The sand falls, yeah. I want to get up there. The easiest way to get up is literally round the side, I find. Let yourself regenerate and hop up again. I have to confess, I don't know whether this is even possible without the Transcendence Cape. I suppose it must be. Oh yes, you... No, maybe not. I don't know. Yeah. Oh, I don't know whether you saw that. That was my son playing Euro Truck Simulator 2. I might stream that. He, at some point, he thinks it would be a good game for streaming, because you can just sort of drive along and listen to me talk. Certainly worth a try. Ah, I knew there was something else I could get, but I didn't realise it was that. Not sure I really need it, to be honest. Yeah, I don't think I can get through there. Alright, let's go back to the beginning of the bridge. Should be able to jump from here. I did last time I did. I wasn't streaming it, unfortunately, but should just be able to fly up from here. Yeah, that was relatively straightforward. Oh, yes. It definitely helps if you pick up those icons. Can't remember what they're called, to be honest. Yeah, there we go. And if you do that, you get the achievement. I think something like 5.6% of players have actually gotten it. quite warm here in northern England. We have a minor heat wave going on at the moment. Beautiful day outside. It's actually been... We've had a remarkable spring and summer for this part of the world. Most untypical. Or should that be atypical? Yeah, I'm not really seeing much in the way of the effects of the Jaggies, so... It's an interesting thing about games like this. However popular, for example, this game was, doing a sequel sort of ruins the point, I think. You could argue that Sky, Children of the Light is a sequel, but I don't really think it is. I wonder if I'll bother to get the extra 2. Now, I can never remember which side should be one over there, but I think I've got to wait for the light to erupt from there, don't I? See if I've remembered this correctly. Don't really need this. I think one of the sigils, lights, is actually... I think I might even be able to see it. That is, of course, the good thing about having the Ascendant Cape. You don't really need to pick them all up. There's one. Almost made it. So if memory serves, there should be one more on each side of the map by the ruins, so let's go see if we can find those. Unless anybody's in a particular hurry, which I don't think they are. interesting thing, if anybody's interested. On Titan's moon, if we ever get there, and if anyone's ever mad enough to try, you could actually have human-powered wings, because the gravity is so light and the atmosphere is more than thick enough. I don't think what I'm looking for is there. So, see if I can remember where this thing is. I found it before, no problems. Both of them. But I don't think it's in these ruins. Oh, there's the other one. I can't remember if you're supposed to follow that. Got a feeling the answer is no. We're pretty much at the edge of the map now, I think. Curious thing about deserts and desert clothing, it has been determined that the color of your clothing, if you're wearing loose robes, doesn't really matter. What's important is the free flow of air underneath them. And the color doesn't seem to have any effect on that. I got a feeling I'm not going anywhere, am I? Nope. Alright. Oh, there's another one. First time I heard that, I thought it was a jet engine. Like I say, I think there's two. There's one on this side of the map, which I don't seem to have found. And then there's the other one on the other side of the map. And normally, if I really want to, I don't seem to have any problem finding them. But apparently... Ah, here we go. This one. There's very little benefit to my getting this. Although it is kind of nice to see how long your scarf becomes. And if I happen across the other one, that would be nice. But I think the other one should be actually pretty much diametrically opposite, so we'll have a wee look. Or it's entirely possible that I haven't met the requirements to unleash it, so to speak. Oh! Ah, that's the hidden desert flower, and I had no idea it was there, and I just got the achievement. 2 achievements left to go. That was complete fluke. Ah, now, I must admit I thought this was the location of the other, but apparently, no, it's not. It's one of the memories of whatever that is. So we'll just pootle over here and, oops, wrong way. Ah, now I've got a suspicion that's not it, but we'll have a look, see anyhow. Yep, I've been here already, have I not? And that's pretty much in the middle of the map too, I think. I really haven't played this enough to get everything memorized. My bad. So we'll just have a quick look, and that doesn't look particularly likely. But tell you what we'll do. This is actually something I've been known to do in Sky. Fly as high as you can, get yourself a good look around. Yeah. Not too worried, frankly. Yes, and that doesn't look threatening at all, does it? Oh, isn't there? Oh, okay. I am wrong. Heavens forfend. Oops. Of course, being able to land on the ledge is useful. Actually, Actually, isn't there one round the side here? One of the glowing thingamajiggies. Or am I missed? Nope, there we go. My memory may not be quite as sharp as it used to be, but it still remembers a few things sometimes. It would be an interesting exercise for Norther to, I don't know, I'm trying to think, you could really write a book behind this. You'd have to fill in a huge amount of backstory. But given that you meet other people along the way, you could at least have dialogue in it, I suppose. But it would be interesting to get the backstory in there. You'd have to get permission, of course, from that game company. I wouldn't be at all surprised if someone's written Journey fanfiction. Or Sky fanfiction. That would be a lot easier to do. I realise now I have no idea where I'm going. Ah, of course. Have a nice, relaxing ski down the slope. Oh, you can't stop. Oh! There's one there. Should be able to make that, actually. There we go. Not sure if there are any others around here. Can't remember, to be honest. One day I'll probably sit down to memorize them from an online guide or something like that, but not today. should be able to just fly up. Ooh. No? Oh, I know. Oh, it's not real. That ledge isn't real. That's kind of funny. Alright. They are kind of cute. I don't think I've ever stood up here before. Oops, that was a very bad move. Oh well. There is another sigil around here somewhere. Yeah, the exact rules. You have to sort of line yourself up just right and jump off to the right, something like that. It's not that important, to be honest. Frankly, you can make the bridge jump back at the beginning. Yeah, you're good to go. I ought to consider doing some ASMR with the music. Not sure how I would do that. I have to consider it. In fact, that was what was driving me a bit frustrated today. I was putting I did one of those ASMR type videos for Sky Children of the Light. I used the soundtrack and title screen. 2.5 hours of music and a moving display. I was just curious to see if I could do it. Not as easy as I expected, to be honest. But then I thought I ought to do a, put a, not exactly a playlist together, but show where the tracks are on the, yeah. It turned out to be more complicated than I anticipated. There's probably some automated way of doing it, but I elected to try and put it together with LibreOffice. It's not perfect. I think there's some drift, and I think it's because the playlist that I used is fine. But in order to get the recording, I assembled the playlist using VLC. And I think it puts a second or so between the channels, so as you play the music, it's a second or so off from each one. It's not huge, but I think over 2.5 hours I haven't figured out how much the drift is, so I've got to possibly revisit at that point. So it was a bit frustrating getting the timestamps all lined up, and then I found out it wasn't perfect. Even though I got the actual play times for each track from the playlist. You can check them on the soundtrack. So, oh well. If there's a favourite track on the Long Dark soundtrack, you will be able to get close with the timeline there. All right. Arguably my least favourite part of the game. Oh well, no, not entirely. Just realised I wasn't paying any attention to where I was going. Probably ought to pay some attention to where I'm going. Oh, seem to remember this. Yes, this one here. Oops, I'm sorry about that. I hope nobody got motion sickness from my doing that. I've said it before, but I wish in Sky, the longer if you have these capes, it would be nice if your cape got longer the more wings you had. That would be an interesting flex, I feel. I'm sort of reminded of the kelp forest in Abzu? I have done a playthrough of Abzu. Although I was rather irritated the other day because I finished it and wasn't planning on going back to it, but I did revisit it and my game saves hadn't been saved. Even though technically speaking they should have been. but they weren't. It's not a huge deal. It just means that I can't do it by chapter if I wanted to rerun it. But then if I was to rerun it, then I'd redo the whole thing. Best parts about Abzu is the wildlife. I love the prehistoric bits where they show you things like Tiktaalik. Yep, and this is the bit where that happens. Oh, that just isn't nice, is it? Got kind of lucky there. Ooh. That was unexpected. Feel a bit like Bilbo invading Smaug's lair. Well, except I'm not invisible and, you know, there's no heap of treasure. Oh, this sort of reminds me of the Abyss quest in, Oh, that's a first. I never did that before. I never did that before. That is definitely a first for me. Just fly over them? Yes. That's different. Yeah, if you've played Sky, you might be familiar with the Abyss quests. That's a very satisfying little noise it makes. To wonder, can you make it all the way up without might give that a try just for the heck of it. Got a suspicion you can't, can you? Ooh, that was slightly ill-advised. Almost didn't make it. Is there anywhere I can jump up to from here? Oh, maybe. What do we think? Worth a try? Yeah, I'm not gonna make it. Alright. We'll just have to sort of flail our way over here. It's rather amusing, really. Makes it look I know what I'm doing. And I can assure you I really don't. And as I said before, this is these mechanisms all made it into Sky. They just got replaced by different organisms, so to speak. Actually, I forgot that was here. Oh, we're going over there, aren't we? Kind of miss, actually, not meeting somebody. It's always nice when you meet somebody in this game because you don't get to talk. You just honk at each other. And so far, everyone I've met's been very helpful. In fact, it was another player who helped me get the cape. Very nice of them. if you're new to the game, it doesn't take you long to get through. You can, first time through, you can get it done in about 2.5 hours, I suppose. Last time I did this live, I did it in, I think it was an hour and 35 minutes. I think. I'd have to check. Certainly could do it faster, but, you know, it's not really about rushing it, is it? Warm enough in here that I start to think about air conditioning. Not something we generally need here in Lancashire. Don't ask me for an interpretation, I've got no idea. Well, obviously some of it's supposed to represent the journey. Yeah, that bit does. Yeah. Moving towards the, not the last bit per se, but yeah. Yeah, I say it's the last bit. What's it, last third of the game? Last quarter? After the desert, it almost seems a shame. Oh, how come I not noticed that before? I hadn't realised that was one of the cloth creatures dying, I suppose. Hadn't realised that. Don't actually know if that achieves anything now that I think about it. Oh, well. Now we just have to wait for the wind. Oh, that is Chinese on there. Well, no. Or is that? Do you know what? I don't know what it is. Nope. I don't know. Oh, hello, you poor frozen thing. In Sky, one of those is called Sid, I think. Don't feel like calling this one Sid. And now I'm getting minor flashbacks to The Long Dark, which is my more regular morning stream, which of course is all full of cold and ice and general unpleasantness. I'm not sure that's the longest scarf I've ever had, but it's certainly up there. And this is where I'm at risk for losing some of my scarf. Mr. What's his name over there? Where'd he go? It. Oh, there it is. Thought I could take cover in there. Oops. Honestly, doesn't really matter that much at this point. I'm not sure. I must have been in here before. Oh yeah, I'm certain I have. For some reason it looked like I go around the other way, but... Yeah, this is my least favorite part. Because you sort of, it's not the things you have to avoid per se. It's the wind and the difficulty and this sort of thing. And the inability to fly. Got me again. Oh well. I don't think I've ever been hit twice coming through here before. For some reason, I'm sort of reminded of, what was the movie? It was one of the Lone Wolf with Cub movies. What was it called? White Heaven in Hell? No, I don't think that was right. I just wondered if there was anything up there. Oh, it appears I'm not regenerating anymore. Oh, I am. Yeah, this is the least favorite part. Sorry, that game company, but it is. This is my least favorite part of the game. Although, to be honest, the chance that that game company employee is paying any attention to one of my little live streams is pretty remote. Alright. Oh, excuse me. Do not go gently into that good night. Rage, rage against the dying of the light. I don't know why, it seems to have gone a lot faster than normal. And I was messing around too. Oh, but on the other hand, I didn't rebuild the bridge, and there's other stuff I think I didn't do. Yeah. This is the point where you just wish they'd get it over with. Hurry up and die of cold already. In fact, I'm not sure. Oh no. They're still moving. This is almost as bad as Interloper in the Long Dark, when you realise you're going to die and there's nothing you can do about it. There we go. Not done yet. Now we get to resurrect and have a bit of fun. Never entirely sure whether they're standing in judgment, and if they are they, do they approve or disapprove? Or are they just simply there? Strangely, I'm not sure that this is my favourite bit. I mean, certainly the resurrection sequences. Yeah, this is nice. I actually prefer the desert. I prefer the desert bits. Kind of fun to do this with somebody else if you've met them along the way. Oh, that's right. A friend of mine and I were trying to think about one day maybe meeting up in the game if we could somehow arrange it. And they take away your scarf. That's not fair. I have to admit, this gets a little tedious. I would have much preferred to fly through. If I'm going to one day head into the light, I'd rather charge through than go slowly. Well, I think that's me pretty much done now. Over to the game. Got the credits to go. Music's nice for that. I think I normally get a copyright warning for that, but they allow it to be used for YouTube videos. Yep. That's it. I will let this play out to the end. I'll let you enjoy the music. I'll be back in a couple of minutes. I don't remember meeting them. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks to everybody for watching. See you maybe next time. Have a good evening.